Picture getting all dressed up in your suit and tie and walking into a Vegas casino only to see a guy with a straw hat on. I mean, it's funny, but I found a place where it's cool to do so, and that's why we're reviewing Billy Bets today. If you're watching us for the very first time, welcome to Crypto Casino Bonus, where we review crypto gambling sites right in front of you. We tell you what's real, what's working, and what's not working. To begin, we come right up here and click on register. Now, there's a three-step process here. The first one is picking the welcome bonus you want. So we're going to pick the 100% up to 500 euros plus 200 free spins. We choose that. And next, we provide our email and password. On page 2, you would need to provide a couple of bio data. Oh, by the way, make sure everything here is correct, because eventually you need to do KYC at some point, depending on how much you're withdrawing in the future. So these are the details you'll be needing: your country, currency, of course your name, and date of birth and gender. So once this is filled, the next step would be to make your first deposit. As you can see, we have a couple of fiat methods, but when we go down, you're going to find all the cryptocurrencies you could ever want, from Ripple to USDT, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all of it. And the beautiful part is there's a minimum deposit of $25 here, except for Bitcoin, I think. Yes, which is $30, and no fees apply. You can see 0 fees. So that's a good one if you're crypto first, or even if you're just getting started with crypto gambling and you just want to dabble a little with fiat. Now, this is where Billy Bets goes wild. We're going to begin with the slots category, and this has the most games in the portfolio. There are about 9,000 of them, and all of them are pretty interesting. There are even some exclusive ones that I've tried, but let's take a look at what titles are really popular at the moment. So clicking on popular, you can see Big Bad Wolf. I have played that like twice on this side, and it's very interesting. If you like Irish themed slots, there is also Cash 20, Lucky Clover, and we've got Lucky Dwarfs if you want something cartoony yet fun. There's just so much to choose from. The live dealer section is also mind-blowing. Here you have games from Evolution, you have from Pragmatic Life, and you can choose almost anything you picture in your mind. We've got all the classics. There's Roulette, obviously. We've also got game shows, we've got blackjack, so many options to choose from. All you have to do is just keep scrolling, and if you like, just search by game name up here, and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. So far, I've counted over 100 tables. That means if one table is full for a particular game, there's another table just to hop onto, and you can enjoy whatever you want at any time. All right, and the 4K streams, very clean, very, very clean, and very fast as well. Although your internet speed is going to matter in this case, because yeah, you need it to be fast. Okay, so let's move on. If you like RNG table games, let's click on table games and see what is here. Now, this is one way Billy Bets beats many of the crypto casinos I've reviewed lately. They've got some RNG table games that are really brilliantly done. There's Joker Poker, you've got Blackjack, you've got Roulette. So if you're not really into the live dealer thing, or you're looking for a situation where you can test these games before you play against other people, this is a good place to start. One of the things that I noticed with the slot section, let's go back there real quick, is that we don't have demo games. So if I click on play right now, I'll be requested to make a deposit and start playing. So that's not really cool if you're someone who just wants to test the game and, pay later to play, right? So come with the money when you're coming here. We've reviewed all the games they have, but we haven't touched on the exclusives. So let's click on that and see. Oh, for now, there are 5 exclusive games, 4 of which are slots, and 1 is cash grab. Now, these are very interesting titles, especially Midnight Pursuit. You want to try out that one. But they aren't exactly what you'd expect from a crypto casino. I was expecting to see things like Crash, Plinko, and all of that in the exclusive section. But that's not to say they're no good. They're absolutely, absolutely brilliant, and you want to try them out. Oh, by the way, we're not done. There's a jackpot section, so let's click on that real quick and see what's on offer here. Right, so there are different jackpots. You've got the daily jackpots, we've got hot jackpots, Let's scroll down and see new jackpots, drops and wins, lucky jackpots, jackpot play, and all jackpots. So if you're someone who's looking for that potentially big win, like that very, very massive win, this is the spot to check. Now, some of the titles that I have played here include Game Show Party. Very nice. 3 Plucky Hens. That one is hilarious, but it's one you really definitely want to try. We're done with casino games. Let's move on to the sportsbook, because this is where you really get to enjoy Billy Bets the most. All right, clicking on sports, I've counted over 40 different games that you can bet on, and all of these have multiple betting markets, like at least 20 betting markets per sport. When you click on football here, you can see all the top leagues, and if we switch to basketball as well, you can see everything that's going on right now. Like, this is live. You can see all the live events that you can bet on. There's also table tennis, there's volleyball, and so on. Now, the good thing is when you click on live here, it expands the options. So everything you were seeing previously, you see them here and even more. What I find most brilliant is the streaming option. So when you toggle this on, you've turned on streaming. Now you can choose a game by just clicking on this TV icon on any of these matches, and you can watch in real time. Now, that gives you double benefits, because you get to enjoy watching what you've bet on. Nice feature if you ask me. And finally, how much do you want to bet? You can just put the amount here. How much do you want to win? You can put the amount here as well. So for example, let's say I want to bet $10 and I'm hoping to win between $50 to $100. I can just click on this and then choose what game I want to bet on. Could it be football, basketball, whatever. When I select, it's going to show me what games have the odds that can potentially give me that pay if I win. All right, so you have a number of buttons to use. This takes you back home. This is for live. This one just shows you the top leagues. This is settings, and this is alphabetical. Now, if you've opened a new slip, this is it. This is where you find it. Settled ones, won, lost, cash out. So you can basically track everything you do in the sportsbook section from here. So for your odds, all you have to do is click on settings, and it shows you the different formats. So if you want fractional, American, decimal, it's here. Always ask on odds changes. You can do accept a higher odds, accept any odds change, accept initial odds. So whenever odds, the odds on the site changes, if you choose always ask, it's just going to ask you, look, it's changing. What do you think? Right? And then default stake. If you just want to always stake a particular amount, this is where you put that in. Whoa, there is no way you're not going to stick to Billy Bets if you love sports, because everything here is so brilliantly arranged. But we're going to move on because promotions matter too, right? I'm a bonus chaser, so I want to see what they've got when it comes to bonuses. So let's click on promotions. Now, another thing that Billy Bets does really well, again, I think I've said this before, is how they arrange every single part of the website. Look at this. We've got casino, we've got sports, we've got specials. And if you click on casinos, for example, it filters everything for you. So now we have the 1 million spin splash win, 25K weekly. If you want this one, you just have to check the terms and conditions. So let's quickly read more and see what it's about. Oh, you've got to opt in. So you click on opt in there. So opt in to participate. Go to the promos page and click the opt in button, which is where we are right now. You must opt in before completing any tasks. Right? So deposit and complete tasks. Every qualifying deposit counts as a ticket for the weekly draw. The more deposits you make, the more tickets you get. That's basically how it is. So it's a draw. You make deposits, you get tickets, and then you start playing. But remember, you have to opt in first. Now we're going to move back to see what the welcome offer is. Remember, when we're signing up, we selected the 100% up to 500 euros plus 200 free spins offer. You click on get bonus and this opens up. So the first thing you need to do is make a deposit. Of course, because it's a deposit match. This offer is available for newly registered customers who made their first qualifying deposit. The bonus is equal to 100% of players' first deposit amount up to 500 euros. How to release. To complete the rollover requirement and get bonus funds released to real balance, you should wager bonus plus deposit 35 times. So for example, a $10 deposit, right? You have to wager that 35 times. So that's 350. And then you're getting 100% of $10. So that's another 350. Altogether, it's $700. Euros, actually, 700. So you need to make sure you have the bankroll to back that up before you choose to opt for this bonus offer. But overall, I think that's a very low wagering requirement when it comes to wagering requirement that applies to both your deposit and your withdrawals. But for free spins, it's 40 times whatever you win. So if you win 10 euros, you wager that 40 times before you can withdraw. Bear this in mind before you hop on to claim the bonus. Don't say we didn't tell you. All right, so we're going to move on to the other promotional offers. Let's see what is here. Now, for sports, you also get 100% up to 100 euros. Read the terms and conditions. Let's take a look at that together. All right, so this one comes with a 6x rollover. This also applies to the deposit amount and the bonus you get. But single bets with odds of at least 2.00 settled as win or loss applies. Multi-bets with odds of at least 1.50 per each selection settled as win/loss applies. So these are the terms and conditions that you want to put in mind. But once you're done with this as a new player, you can move on to the promotions for returning players. So let's take a look at them. We've got Gold Rush bonus. We've got the Roulette Rush. We've got Gold Saloon Fever Live. There's just so many. Some of these are also seasonal. So what you want to do is make sure that you look at the ones that work best for you and take advantage of them. Oh, and they've got a VIP program, which we should look at. Now, this one has different levels. So we are at level 1 for just signing up, but these are the benefits that you get. You get a personal VIP manager, higher withdrawal limits, personalized offers, on-site promotions, cashback, and 24/7 live chat access. Now, they've got customer support. They've got very, very helpful customer support that should ideally be available 24/7, but you have to be part of the VIP program to get it 24/7. The good part, you join the moment you sign up. So yes, there's live support 24/7. All right. This is what the support interface looks like. It starts you up with a bot called Billy Bot. So, when you get on there, Billy Bot asks you a couple of questions. If he can help you, then he moves you on to a real support agent. Now, they've also got helpline here. Let's click on the help center and see what is available. All right. So for the help center, it's neatly arranged. First of all, you can contact them by email as well using cs@billybets.com. But if you have questions that you can easily handle yourself, you can just click on My Account and Verification, Sportsbook, Casino, Technical, whatever problems you have, they have a category for it. So for example, if you click on My Account and Verification, you can see questions like, how can I upload documents? Remember, I talked about KYC previously. So this is what tells you everything you need to know about your KYC process. Now, how long does account verification take? This is also going to feed you that information. So, for example, you click on that, it tells you it takes 24 to 48 hours, which is very fast in my opinion. And, talking about speed as well, now that we've sorted KYC, if we come back here to the cashier, you would see that you can toggle between deposits and withdrawals. And when you click on withdrawals, right now it's telling me my balance is low, but these are the available options. You've got Skrill, you've got bank transfers, and when you click on all, you would find Neteller and a range of cryptocurrencies. Back to speed, as I was saying. Transfers here, when it comes to deposits, are very instant. And for withdrawals, they're completed within 2 to 8 hours for cryptocurrencies, in my experience. And for fiat, it depends on the method you have chosen. But the casino itself processes your payments really, really fast. The max they're going to take is 48 hours. And that will have to be because you haven't done your KYC. Now, one of the things that I first knew about Billy Bets was that they were a PACOR licensed casino. So they were licensed in the Philippines. But more recently, they seem to have bagged another license from Anjuan, if I'm correct. Yes. Yeah, from the autonomous island of Anjouan. So typically they have dual licenses, but I noticed recently we haven't been seeing the Packcore tag on the site. That said, they're owned by Nova Forge Limited, and this brand has created a very strong reputation for itself. So far since it started. We're going to move on because, Billy Bets welcomes people from almost everywhere in the world, except a few restricted regions. Now, if you do not understand English, because the site obviously is in English, how do you cope here? We move on to here, the language page. There are so many languages, my mind is blown. All you have to do is scroll through and select your language to see how cool it even is. They have different variations of English. They've got the South African English, they've got the Canadian English. So whatever works for you works for them. They are very strong when it comes to responsible gambling. So they've created this page to give you all the information you want. What you can do now is visit here if you need help and access any of these sites like gamblingtherapy.org or netnanny.com for system filtration. Alternatively, you can contact the customer support team and they're going to help you with self-exclusion or any other kind of limits you'd like to set for yourself. They have this shop I'm going to show you. So when you have points that you get from your bonus grabs, you can come here and get things with it. Like they've got bestsellers like bonus money, bonus grab credit, 10 free spins, whatever you want. So they've got a shop that you can spend your coins on. Oh, by the way, if you're playing on mobile, there's no app. No app, but it works really nicely. Everything you have seen here on desktop is what you see on mobile, and it loads very, very fast. Right now I'm using Wi-Fi and the speed is around like 2 seconds to load each page. It's the same thing when you are on mobile because you're using the mobile web version. Also, bonuses, everything, bonuses, games, features, they're all the same on mobile and desktop. So you don't get to lose anything that you already enjoy on the desktop version. Pretty nice, and there's really no need for a downloadable app because, I mean, we're trying to save space on our phones, aren't we? Okay, so let me know what you think, and if you like more reviews like this, we're always here. Just let us know what crypto casino you want us to review, and we'll be glad to do so. Keep watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.